Well, Glyn Hodges' memories of West Ham United in the Cup last season now pretty distant. We've got to get on with our league campaign. What's been the response from the players since the FA Cup exit the other night at Doncaster?
Well, obviously initially disappointment. The Cup's been kind to us over the years, and like you say, it galvanised us last year and helped the run towards staying up. This year it's not to be, but I think the positives we can take out of it was how we went against Doncaster, a very accomplished Division 1 side who have got players that really could be looking into the playoffs, and I felt that head to head I was delighted, apart from the score. So they've come in today, the boys they're flying. It's a good atmosphere. The training was good, so hopefully it carries on for the next 2 days.
Our focus now very much on Gillingham at home. We've spoken about the importance of our away form. How important is the course of our home form over the rest of the season?
Yeah, well, if you're not picking up points away from home, then it puts a little bit of pressure on. I think it was the opposite last year. I think we were better away from home than we are at home. So we want to get a balanced point share. We want to pick up points on the road. But the thing is the way we've been playing, and we need to replicate obviously the way we played on Tuesday night, and a little bit of luck, and maybe take a couple of chances and get a bit more ruthless in front of goal, which I've already mentioned.
With Gillingham, of course, there's that connection that we've got a number of players who've come across from us in the summer, the likes of Luke O'Neill and Callum Riley, Scott Wagstaff, our captain as well.
Yeah.
Are they chomping at the bit for this game on Saturday?
Yeah, of course. It's always nice to play against your old team, especially if it's recently, you've just moved recently. But you never forget. You get a chance to go back and play against your old side. You always want to show them what they're missing, or they've made a mistake and let you go, or if you've moved on to bigger and better things, you want to make sure you show that as well. So we've got 3 in the team, and it'd be good for them, and I'm sure they'll be doing their utmost as we all will be, to get the 3 points.
And of course that link goes back to even in your playing day, the likes of the prolific John Leslie switching to Gillingham. You remember that, of course?
Yeah, Johnny Les, yeah. I think there's quite a few. I think you've got Barry Fuller's gone the other way, so there's one as well. So there's been a connection over the years with the clubs, we had a good test against them last year. It was a good game, only when we missed the first game. So we just be prepared and have a plan and put it to work.
Team news: who's definitely out? Who's possibly going to be back?
No, I was hoping Michael Falevi was going to be back, but it's looking like he might not be. It's going to be similar to what we took to Doncaster, although Marcus Fors can come back in, as he's obviously, it's not the FA Cup, so he'll come into contention. And I think Rudy and Tom, who were cup tied, they're in and around it. But we've got enough fit bodies now. It's we've got a big enough and quality enough squad to pick from to get the job done.
Any progress with Rob McDonald or Anthony Wordsworth?
Well, yeah, he's penciling. We've got a game on Tuesday in the Surrey Senior Cup, I think, at Molesley away. So he'll play that, and he's chomping at the bit. He's telling me he's ready. So I think we need to look at him in one of them games first for our own peace of mind. His peace of mind, see where he is, and if he gets through that game, then obviously there's another one to add to the squad.
How important is it that we get a settled back line now for the rest of the season?
Well, I think it's vitally important. I think it has been. We've mixed and matched. We're still trying to find the right combinations. We're a bit inconsistent in that department, and we've given some soft goals away, which we weren't doing for spells before that. So we've done some work again today on the training ground. Unfortunately, when you've got the games in between, you can't have a sustained period of work. So you're doing snippets of it as opposed to long drawn out, and everyone's clear and you work at it. So the next couple of weeks after this week settles down, we'll be back to the drawing board and really working, and hopefully to tighten that up.
And almost on a separate kind of issue as well, but your assistant manager Nick Dawes, of course, set up the recruitment process.
Yeah.
Have we got one eye on that already with over a month and a half to?
Yeah, well, you come to January, and I think every player can potentially go back. So we've got to be aware of that. We're speaking to the boys to I think there's a couple, Max and Ryan, that are up, that we need to have a chat about and see where we go with that. But you've got to be ready. They might call them back. I know Rochdale played their centre forward against a centre half when we played them in it. So we don't know what the state is back at their home, their parent clubs. But we'll be making contact and seeing who's available. And if they go back, then we're ready. We've got the list ready to see if we can do something in there. Or we need to do something.
Just to finish off talking about Saturday, and of course Gillingham, they're going to travel in good numbers for this game. It's so important that our fans make it a lively atmosphere, and also that they get behind our young players again.
Yeah, I think my programme notes say the same thing. I think the home games, we've just recently had the Portsmouth game, and the draw against Lincoln and the cup game. I mean, I think the fans have been terrific. They stayed till the end, obviously, because there was a couple of late goals. But they, I think the fellas are enjoying playing in front of them, and we need them to get behind us. So hopefully, it's all good at the end of the. It was all smiles round at the end of the game on Saturday.